What's up, everyone? I'm Damien,
And I'm Nick.
and this is the Aki Culture Club.
What's going on, boys and girls and everybody in between? Welcome back to episode 52 of the Aki Culture Club. And Damien, we do one of these a week. So what does that mean? 52 weeks?
This is
Our
go ahead.
1 year
This is
anniversary.
our 1 year anniversary, Nick.
That's insane. I honestly didn't even realize it. It's just time flies, man.
That's insane. I know it's kind of crazy. It really crept up on us, like actually, like pretty fast.
Yeah.
A lot has changed in 1 year, Nick.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like we got way better. I mean, that's just me. I don't know what
Yeah,
you guys think.
I think. I mean, personally, I think we got way better. We had a lot of life changes. We watched a lot of anime.
It's been a great dude. I moved across the country since we started
You
this.
did, yeah. You were in your dad's. Yeah, you were in your room in your dad's house, and
Yeah,
I was in my house in the city, in my one bedroom house, which was rad. And now you're in a big house and I'm in a big house, and holy shit.
dude. Oh, look what anime brought us.
I know, right? Look at all the good fortunes we got just from talking about anime.
For
Although we get,
sure.
all the fortunes that we get from this are purely emotional, I would say, though.
Intrinsic at this point.
Intrinsic, not extrinsic. It's not extrinsic for sure.
I mean, I still enjoy it. So we're gonna keep going for 10 more years.
Hey, and then before that, we'll be in the metaverse and we'll be doing this face to face, even though Nick is on the other side of the country.
Mhm.
We'll meet in person in the metaverse. We'll have our own currency that you guys can use. Um, we'll have our own anime. We'll NFT every single episode out and sell them. Um, Everyone can have a piece of the Aki Culture Club, you know?
Dude, it's coming.
Yeah,
It's coming.
it is. That's actually, I just thought of it. That's actually really good usage of an NFT.
Mhm.
We sell each episode as an NFT.
Then can other people watch the episode, or is it just the NFT owner?
Hmm. That's a good question, actually. That would get really messy really fast.
Well, I mean, like memes are NFTs, but you can like everyone can share memes, but someone owns the meme.
That's true.
So like everyone can watch it. It's just one person owns it.
That is true. Yeah. As unless the US government gets involved with copyright law, I can't imagine that people would be able to like do something nefarious with it. Like bring a copyright strike down on every single person that uses it online, you know?
Yeah, that ain't happening. The government moves too slow.
Yeah, by the time the NFTs they're not even into crypto yet, let alone an NFT. So
Yeah.
good
Dude, I
luck on
saw
that.
this. There's this show where like in order to get access to it, you have to buy an NFT, but
Oh
then
yeah.
you part owner in the show
Mm-hmm.
and you can like have decisions on the next episode. It's really cool.
That is really cool, actually.
Yeah,
Man, we
Stoner
should do
Cats.
something like that.
We should. We need viewers first.
That also is kind of true. Yeah. Um, well, we could try.
We could
We're at one
try.
year. Why not? You know,
Yeah,
we did
we
this
could
for a whole
try.
year.
Do what we should do is we should take pictures of our man buns and we should
Mm.
NFT them out.
That was a good idea. Yeah. Yours goes for much more than mine, actually.
It's just hair to Ethereum value. You know, I have more
Mm,
hair.
I'd say you have about 5 Ethereum worth of hair.
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, bro. One ETH right now is, I don't even know what one ETH is at this point.
It's too much. It's a lot.
Who fucking knows?
Who fucking knows? You know what I do know
What do
is
you
we
know,
watched
Nick?
some really good episodes this week.
We did. We did watch some really good ones. Where do you want to start?
Oh man. I Blue Period is got pushed back a week. It's a bummer. Can't talk about it.
Yeah,
Um,
that kind of sucks. I'm gonna pause on Blue Perry just for 1 second. And I'm just gonna call this out. Like Japan is on episode 9 of Blue Period right now. They're 2 episodes ahead of us. And Netflix is actually doing like an almost dub, like simulcast of it. And it's just
mhm.
weird that like they're 2 weeks ahead and Netflix isn't on the ball with I guess they're dubbing. We don't watch it in dub, so I don't actually even know if they have it in dub, but I don't know the translation. Maybe I don't know why it's not available. Um, they had 2 weeks. Production companies are able to do it in a week. Netflix has so much money. I'm a little lost as to why they would do that.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know
all.
either. It's just a bummer. And then you said 86 is getting pushed back next week.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure based off the end of the episode, I think 86 is going to be pushed back because it was like a special edition episode next week, and I was like, okay, so that means it's not a real episode.
Yeah. Do you want to hop into 86?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because it was a good one. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't even know where to start. I wish that this episode was the assault. Like I was really looking forward to it. We got
Yeah,
like at the end, it was the start of it, but
yeah.
I guess they needed this kind of intro period to it to really solidify where the 86 stand.
Yeah, this one was. I was expecting the assault to happen as well in this episode. I wasn't really thinking that it was going to be more, I suppose, talking, which isn't a bad thing, but it's setting up the characters and the connections that we have with these characters a lot more than if they were to just jump into an assault this episode.
Yeah.
I think like the scene between Shin and Frederica was really important, and I'm
Yeah.
glad that wasn't something that we just completely mulled over.
Yeah, I would agree. And yeah, we learned a lot about like the president guy, for example.
Mhm.
Like we've been calling him shady this whole time because he just seems too good to be true. But like
Mhm.
he was standing up for them, and like this episode made him seem genuine.
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely convinced that he's not shady or evil whatsoever. Because at the very beginning, we were definitely like, this dude's so evil.
Right. Yeah, there's something. It's too good to be true. Why are you so
Yeah.
nice?
Yeah, precisely. And it seems that like even in this conversation that he had with his generals, he was accusing them of wanting to use the 86 as pawn pieces to just be used in war.
Yeah. What was the quote that he said? This isn't a year late attempt at a disinfection, is it?
Mm.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they like he brought that up to this general and kind of aired that laundry out, because it is important to understand like is this a year late disinfection of the 86, or do we actually see them as a crew that's within our country and we see them as countrymen now, you know?
I don't have the answer to that. I think
Mm.
it's a little bit of both. Like they are the best squad for this because they're
Yeah.
like the best squad that they have. But it's like a two birds with one stone. You get the best squad to do it, but we also get to get rid of them. So
Yeah. So I guess it almost feels like everyone almost wins in this scenario for the Federation. Maybe
mhm.
except the people who don't want them to die, they kind of don't win. But like the generals who want to get rid of them because they don't see them as like true members of the Federacy, but also, the people who do believe in the 86 and do believe that they're capable of completing this mission.
Mm.
But yeah, it seemed like a lot of soldiers didn't want them to die.
Yeah, like they kind of earn their place amongst the more common folk people, like
Oh
who are
yeah.
actually hanging out with them, but the people that are up at the top, they have not.
Yeah. I
And
mean, but who's surprised here that those that are at the top are just out of touch with the reality of those under them?
nobody's surprised.
No one's surprised because that literally happens in every category of life when there's some sort of hierarchy amongst people.
Yep. And now it's like they're expected to die. Again, this isn't the first time when they're sent on a mission where they're expected to die.
Yeah. And I hope that, and like I know that Shin is crazy, and he's crazy in a way that I don't think that they will die.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They might lose one or two, I think, but Shin's not gonna die.
Yeah.
Shin,
They're definitely
Shin,
going to lose one or two.
yeah, Shin can't die. Dude,
No.
what was with that blue smile at the end? At the
Oh,
very end, I was like, what is that?
I think that's Lena's chick from the beginning of the season. That's the
No,
commander. I think that's the commanding chick from the beginning of the season. Remember? What was her name?
I don't remember what her name was, but it was like zooming in on Shin's face, like in his juggernaut in the plane,
Yeah.
and then like it got to where it was just a smile, and it switched to like a blue smile right at the
I think
very
that's
end.
yeah, I did watch it. I'm trying to think. I think I want to say that that's the person that is the leader of Lena's new squad.
So maybe they're going to meet up, like we said before.
I think they are going to meet up. I think what's going to happen is that we saw at the end of the episode that they were losing connection with the ground troops that were fighting the Legion, right? And Shin kind of realized that, like, okay, we're getting disconnected from them, like their units are being overcome. What I think might happen is that Shin squad and Lena's squad are going to meet up, right? And they're going to work together under the leadership of Lena to take down the Legion.
The big gun.
Yeah. I think they're going to combine forces, and Lena is going to be the commander to command them through it.
I mean, all the puzzle pieces are kind of lining up for that.
I'm telling you, I think that's where it's headed for sure.
Yeah, like what has the Republic been doing this whole time? Like, where has Lena been? They don't mention the Republic when they were talking about like the Allied forces. So, like, you're right, it's like building up to like kind of a surprise. The Republic's also here and trying to take out this gun.
I think. Well, we did see a few flashes of her. One of them was the Legion had taken over San Magnolia, and the other flash was him talking to Lena about her not dying first.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's I guess where I was headed with it. I have no idea where this is going. Other than I think that they'll meet up and fight together,
which would be awesome, dude. When when the president was like giving that speech right before the mission started, I was this is D-Day.
Oh yeah, this is it. I didn't realize. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I thought I got the vibe, maybe because I'm just like a little slower to it, but like I kind of got the vibe that this was just another kind of battle that they were going into, like another mission, right? I didn't really realize until that speech that this is like a D-Day type scenario.
Yeah.
Like this is an all or nothing. Many will die. Like you're going for it.
Yeah, they're like, he was like, you guys are the peace for everyone. Like with this mission, you're gonna bring peace or whatever. But it's like a bunch of kids getting sent to get slaughtered, just like D-Day.
Yeah, while all the fat cat generals and politicians sit back and let everyone die. The young kids die. They make them go fight.
Yep, they're storming the beach right now, and there's a bunch of cannons shooting back at them. Man. But yeah, this is like this battle is a huge deal because of that cannon, which can like reach all of the allied nations, but it's in like the center of the Legion forces, so they have to get to the center of the Legion forces and take out this cannon. So it's like you said, all or nothing. If they don't win, humanity suffers.
Yeah. Damn. It's crazy that the thing I still don't get, even 7 episodes in, is who is running the Legion? Like, who are these people? Like, who built this giant cannon that's able to decimate an entire city from all the government, all the countries surrounding it?
I still don't know either. I think they're autonomous. I don't think anyone's running them.
That is like crazy AI. That they're autonomous.
That's how I've been like rationalizing it, is their AI. Like it's like to Terminator, the AI gets too smart and they're trying to take over because there's no one controls them.
Damn, that's crazy. And they're just able to like build new weaponry and just hell-bent on destroying all the humans around them to just take them human brains and put them into more AI robots that they're creating.
I guess. I don't really know. Somebody explain it, because I still don't know what they are.
We don't know. Somebody explain it, because we have no idea. We're lost.
Please. Yeah, please. You think after, how many episodes was the first season? We're almost 11. At what? Yeah, we're at 20 episodes almost now. We know who the main enemy actually is. But
yeah. Who knows though? We have no idea. Check in next week.
Yeah, 2 weeks for answers.
We have no idea what's going on, and we won't know until the last episode. And even then, we still might not know.
We probably won't. But this next episode is gonna be dope. I know that much.
for sure. And we're looking forward to it.
Always. You know, I want to save Demon Slayer for last,
Okay.
but I just want to talk about it
Oh shoot. Okay, let's do it.
because it was the best of this week. I think that episode was fire.
It was awesome.
What I really want to talk about is I'm right, Damien. I have been right all along.
What have you been right about?
Rengoku is dying.
Why do you say that?
Because, dude, you can't have a character who's not a main character be so awesome and so OP and live. You just can't. And then at the end, this episode was a fight for Rengoku. That's all it was. And like, he's facing like the third strongest demon.
Yeah.
And he's kind of getting his ass kicked right now.
I mean, let's take a step back.
I'm sorry. Right? This is what I wanted to talk about. But
I know. First off, there's a fallacy when you just said he is he's very OP, yet he's gonna die. Where are OP characters like him dying?
Everywhere, Damien. Everywhere. you can't. You just like I.
Have you seen the other Hashiras?
Yeah, they're all OP.
They all. I mean, if he can't beat a third level demon, how are they going to be able to beat 2, 1, and the main demon?
Through the power of friendship.
I don't think. I
don't know. It's just like the story is about Tanjiro, right? He's our MC. So naturally, he has to be the strongest. Usually, that's how these shows work.
I don't think that this show is going to do that.
Maybe not.
I don't think so. I can't imagine him becoming the strongest right now.
Listen, I just know that this show is so dark and so like not afraid to do what they want, and they're going to take away a good thing. I just know it. I just know probably next episode he's going to die. He's going to fight this demon. The demon's going to get the best of him, but he's going to like injure the demon or something so that it can't hurt the other guys. Like he fended it off, but like he is too bright of a ball of sun for this show.
I love him so much.
I do too. He's the best.
He is the best. Did I show you my stickers I got of him?
Even if you did, I want to see him again.
I think I might have. I got this one. This one's going on my car.
I like that.
And also I got this one.
That one's pretty badass.
And then I also got this one of Itsuki because I'm a simp. Boom. Quintessential quintuplets.
Dude, those stickers are the dichotomy of Rengoku, though.
I know.
Like he's so goofy. He's like the first one's him eating ramen. He's doing that delicious thing, or a bento box, and the second one is hitting like flame powered up, like and he looks mad. He's so goofy and simple, yet he's so badass.
He is. He really is. I love him so much. He's such a good character.
Yeah. But way more happened in this episode. I just wanted to get that off my chest.
We'll see what happens in next week's episode or the end of the movie, whatever you prefer. It wasn't the #1 anime movie of all time in Japan for a reason. So we'll find out in next week. But yes.
It was the #1, right?
It is. No, I mean, like gross, it beat out Spirited Away.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. If you go on #1.
Yeah. And we're at like in the story circle right now, or the story arc, we're like at the peak
of Mugen Train. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it's next episode's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Episode 8 will be the peak. The first half will be the peak, and the second half will be the resolution for the entertainment district.
Right. Okay. I don't want to skip over the rest of the episode though.
Okay.
Like, there was more that happened.
Yes, for sure.
They took out the first demon.
They did.
Yeah.
Little bitch.
Yeah, they took him out. They did their little combo slice thing. Killed him. The train collapsed, capsized, whatever the word is. And Tanjiro got super injured. Inosuke's still able to move because he's awesome. And we don't really know where the other guy is. Can't remember his name.
Zenitsu.
Zenitsu, yeah.
He's fine. He's safe with Nezuko.
Right.
They're just
Yeah.
on. They're at the back of the train.
Yeah. And I don't know who was talking about like the three of them,
Mhm.
but they were like, you guys are all like, they even said Zenitsu is super strong. Like they're
Yeah.
all really strong characters.
Yeah. The
And it's
dying
funny.
demon.
Yeah, the dying
Yeah.
demon did. And it's funny because like Zenitsu is not, he's like such a pussy, but he's also like super strong when he's asleep.
Yeah. It's because he's
Yeah.
scared.
Yes.
He is every character that we watch in our shows, To Your Eternity, Platinum End, like when you're saying, oh my God, you are so strong. Can you just like shape up and just like get yourself together and defeat this enemy? Zenitsu's a cool character because we do get to see how strong he is. But as the audience, we get to see him, but no one else gets to see him. And not even himself does he know how strong that he is. But yeah, he's such a wimp that it's like, oh my God, like you can't like the moment that the switch flicks in his mind and he's able to like do that when he's awake and control his power, he's going to be strong, like
Yeah.
really, really strong.
Yeah.
And it's going to be awesome. And it's going to be awesome.
And it's going to be awesome. Yeah. He's like lightning breath, which
Yeah.
that within itself is super powerful.
Just speed all around.
Yeah.
But the demon was dying. And this is the one thing I don't understand about just characters in stories or in real life in general is I think when you make the decision to like kill a bunch of people, in any type of like show or sometimes even in real life, like you have to kind of like be prepared to just like die.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't be like taking life and then when your life is taken, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm gonna die. It's like, I don't know, bro. You kind of sign yourself up for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't really complain,
Yeah, I would agree. And he
So like,
complains.
yeah, so like, I don't know, like maybe take it with like a little bit of dignity. I don't know. Like you killed a bunch of people.
Yeah.
You manipulated a bunch of little kids that had tuberculosis to like do your bidding for you. Kind of an asshole.
Kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, kind of. But even though, like, as the demon died and kind of like gave props to Tanjiro and Suke and Zenitsu, Rengoku-san was teaching Tanjiro a very special skill that I don't think that kind of gets a little glossed over. But he was teaching him how to heal his wounds in real time.
Yeah, with his breathing.
Yes. Like
Yeah.
that, I feel like was quick. But and he was saying to him, like, this is the steps to being it's like 1,000 steps to becoming a Hashira. And one of them is to learn how to like heal yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's going to become super useful way down the road in the show.
Yeah, for sure. And it was just the simplest explanation. And he's just like, focus. Mm-hmm. And that was it.
That was it. And he figured it out. But I don't know. I think Tanjiro is Hashira level material or will become Hashira level material soon.
Yeah, for sure. He's like really smart and he's good with his sword and he's super hardworking and he's training under Rengoku. Like what else? It's a perfect combination.
Yeah, I do love that they're like, we're going to train under you, big brother. Big brother Rengoku.
Yeah. Where did the other demon come from? That's what I want to know.
I think he just heard the commotion from the train and the train like going off the rails. And he kind of just was like, yeah, what's going on here? Let me show up and see what's happening. But he is like extremely powerful though.
Yeah, he's only ranked 3, so there's more powerful ones.
Yeah, there's two more other powerful ones and then the leader. So it's like, holy shit. And then Rengoku's having a hard time fighting this guy. I can't imagine what the other Hashiras are going to be. Are they able to fight these guys,
I don't know. It's not like any of them are super, like they're all super powerful, yes, but it's not like they each have their own kind of quirk.
Yeah.
Where
they do.
Maybe some of them will fend better against like just what their kind of style is will be better against these guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be like Hunter, Hunter, where like the master who's old and doesn't really do anything is super powerful and he comes out to play. The old blind guy.
Yeah. That could also be true as well. Yeah, that is interesting. Like, yeah, it does have that Hunter x Hunter vibe where it's like, I don't think the people who are fighting the ants were ever going to be able to defeat them if it wasn't for like a perfect matchup and actual strategic and cunningness.
Mhm.
Like, you can't just go in there and fight. Like, this isn't like fairy tale level enemies where you're just like, we're going to fight together. It's like, no, like, I think it's going to require a lot more than just freeballing it.
Yeah, I love that kind of fighting. That's like early Naruto fighting is all that, like super strategic, like hand to hand combat. It gets power scaling is a thing in
Mm.
Naruto, but it reminds me of those early battles within Naruto. It's the same thing. Like
Oh, yeah,
you're not just gonna outpower your opponent.
for sure. I mean, the search to get Sasuke back was like the epitome of what you just said.
Exactly.
Like, it was a bunch of Genin trying and one Chunin trying to fight a bunch of like Sound Village, like uh Orochimaru's top soldiers essentially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like, there
and
was no way they were going to do that.
exactly. And Tanjiro and Suke, um, they won because of strategy
Yes,
and because of Inosuke's mask.
which is kind of cool. I
Yeah,
feel like he's growing as a character a lot.
yeah, me too. Also
And
love him.
do you think that how do you think he will change by the end of the show?
I don't think I think he becomes more compassionate,
Okay.
but he's always going to remain the same. Like it's like Bakugo,
Yeah.
Bakugo is always going to be Bakugo, but he becomes more compassionate and understanding.
Yes, I agree with you. I think Zenitsu is going to become more more aware, and
Yeah.
Tanjiro is going to become more confident, self-confident.
Yes.
Or maybe, I don't know. Zenitsu needs self-confidence too.
Zenitsu needs a sleeping pill. Don't put him to sleep instantly.
He needs an Ambien permanently and just a little device that holds the Ambien on him.
Yeah. What a banger of an episode, man. It was like the fighting was just so good. I wish I would have saw this in theaters. I
Yeah,
wish I did.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You definitely missed out. I tried telling you. I'm sorry.
I know you did. It's fine.
When they
Whatever.
ever do like a special showing, if they ever do a special showing like 1 or 2 nights in
Mhm.
theaters, you have to go and see it
All right. If
just to
that ever
rewatch it.
happens, I will. Just to see that animation on the big screen.
Dude, oh my God, to see them two fight on the big screen is insane. Like, it got to that point, like seeing the train come off the tracks and seeing them two fight, because the fight scene's amazing.
Mhm.
Like, UFO Tale made the animation is like, they really went all out for the movie.
Mhm.
And it does get crazier in the next episode. So
Can't wait.
there it is.
There it is, dude. We took the two really good ones and did them first.
Mm-hmm.
Sad. Shouldn't have did
Yeah,
that.
it'd be like that sometimes.
Where do you want to go next?
Let's go to the world's finest assassin.
Okay. Yeah. He's a merchant.
He's a merchant now. Now we're just, this episode was purely setting the stage, I think, for the new arc
Yeah.
that we're about to endeavor into.
Yeah, you still see his long-term chess game. Like he sets up this shop so he can have an end to these noble houses.
Just make money, sell to nobles. That's it.
Yep.
So he can have that in.
It's all like he's playing the long game in every decision that he does. Everything, every decision.
Although he's kind of an asshole, though.
Why?
I don't know. Like, now he had Maha with him, and he's sitting there. He's like, they're laying in bed, whatever. And he's looking at Tart, and he's like, I have you because you had no family. Your family abandoned you. And I have Maha because she lost her family. And I can make them do whatever I want. And he's like, now I have the Balrog merchants trusting me. And I'm just like, this dude's just like basking in the trust of everyone around him.
Yeah, he's so like manipulative, and he was like sometimes like when they came into bed, he's like occasionally they acquire human warmth. I think he said.
Yeah, it's like
It's like,
so.
are you a robot, man?
I know, right? It's like, dang, bro. But by the end of the episode, we saw that no, he is not a robot. Uh, he is susceptible to lots of different things
Lots of different
that he's
things.
not that he has not accounted for. I don't think.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was weird. The whole episode was going fine for the most part. Like, I'm guessing they got older because there was 6 months of a time skip, and there
Mhm.
was more of I think it was like a year.
He is 13 now.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were, but I think he's 14 because it went 6 months minimum,
yeah.
but they
So
needed to set the shop up, right?
it's been 6 months since he came into the family, and then I think you're right. There's another skip with the shop getting set up, and he
And
just invents moisturizer, which that's a whole other thing.
I know it's just like, yes, here's random thing that I've invented, and this world does not have moisturizer yet. And you're like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, I guess that's smart. And like, yeah, you're gonna go see the Dia chick who can like write spells for you, and you can just turn them into actual spells. And yes, you're very cunning that you get soybeans to create. There goes my mic.
It broke.
It broke. Oh no, my mic.
It's
It's broken.
broken. uh, but it's again, it's the long game thing. Like
Yes.
everything he does is a calculated chess decision.
I do
Except,
wonder. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
no, go ahead.
No, I was just wondering, like, you're saying long game, and I completely agree with you. I just want to know what the long game, what the heck is going on with the long game, Why?
He's got to beat the hero in 5 years. Yeah, that's all I know.
I just don't see this happening in the allotted time frame.
Yeah. Which if it doesn't, then they set themselves up for more show. So it's like you didn't beat the hero, but you can still fight him, continue the battle. I don't know.
Continue onward, and you're like, oh my god, I hate this.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, you hate it?
No, no, no. I'm saying like that's kind of what they would say if they were in the situation where it was like the hero, you didn't beat the hero. I kind of just had a brain fart. I don't know.
Okay. Can we talk about the elephant in the room though?
I'm just gonna be quiet. Yeah, go ahead.
He had a wet dream.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did, Nick.
Like that, we didn't need that scene.
No, not
Didn't
at
need
all.
to happen. So it was like you said, like everything was going great. Everything was calculated. And then like the last 2 minutes, he has a wet dream.
Yep.
Which didn't need that to happen. We didn't need to see that.
Didn't need that, which is weird because like he is very cold and robotic, and the fact that happened was obviously like a faux pas, and like you should like trying to like cover up for it by trying to like intellectualize what happened, like, oh, this happened because this and this, but it's just like you find the girls that you hang out with attractive. That's all.
Yeah. And then he's 13 and they're 13 ish.
But he's actually 50.
But he's really 50. And then they're like, next time we'll take care of that for you. And I'm just like, what's going on here?
No. He's not actually 13. We're not doing that.
Yeah, it's real weird.
I was on the line when Takamichi kissed Hina, because I was like, you're a 24-year-old male. She's 14. Like, I see you, bro. Like everyone else here, we see you. We Nick and I see you. Everyone else in the show can be like, oh, that's totally okay. It's like, now this, it's weird, bro.
Yeah.
Don't be a 50-year-old man kissing 14-year-old girls. It's not cool.
It's weird. And like they just got right into it. It wasn't even like, ooh, I'm gonna give him a peck. It's like, I'll take care of you.
I know. I was like, oh, don't get weird. 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 It might get it. With that being said, though, definitely has the possibility of getting weird.
They keep reminding us that, where it's like,
They do.
yeah, this is an isekai and we have this guy and everything's great. It's chess, but like shit's gonna be weird sometimes. Like they keep reminding us that.
They do. That is something you're right. They definitely they sprinkle it in, like maybe not every episode, but maybe like for a few seconds or for a little bit of a scene, and then maybe every other or every two, they're like, here, you're gonna take this here, enjoy that. And you're like, I don't want this. Just show me the chess game. That's all I want. Just show me the cold calculated murder.
Yeah. And then the episode ends, and that's
Yeah,
it.
I was like, that's it. You're like, no, okay,
Thanks.
cool.
Thanks for
Awesome.
that 2 minutes.
Yeah, cool. We see, sex trafficking in the last episode, and we see, a wet dream in this episode. Who knows what next episode's going to entail? It might get weirder, might get more serious. Who knows? It's all over the place. It's like, we're going to be super serious. Oh, we're going to make a joke about wet dreams. Oh, who knows what's going to happen? We're going to inspect your body for being the perfect ninja or whatever. And you're like, I don't remember this happening in Naruto. Why do you need to inspect somebody's body to be a perfect ninja? Yeah, it doesn't need to happen. No one does that.
Oh, man. Yeah, and then he's just like, it was this part of my plan too? And then the episode ends. Weird.
So weird. So weird. We'll keep an eye on how weird it gets, though. So I don't know.
Tune in next week, everybody.
Neither of us are looking forward to it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I feel like we just went down the totem pole.
Oh yeah.
Normally we go up to the end. It's my fault because I wanted to talk about Demon Slayer.
That's okay.
But we saved Platinum End for last.
Yeah, which is the least best episode. I think it was okay.
Yeah, so it's still a good show, but it's not compared to the other ones we're watching. It's the least best.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
But this was a good episode. Yeah, like it just what it did is it further solidified my belief that Metropoliman is just light. He's Light Yagami from Death Note. And we're on the other side of it. It used to be we're going to follow Light around, and we kind of made him seem like the hero, even though he's like an anti-hero. But now we're just like an outside looking in at Light, because Light did a lot of fucked up shit too. Everything was a means to an end. He wanted to become God, essentially. That was his goal. He's going to get rid of all the bad people and become God with his Death Note. And we're on the outside. Or we're following him, and he's like our hero of the story, and we're like justifying his actions. But Metropoliman's doing the same exact thing. He has a means to an end. He's killing a bunch of people. He's doing it in his chess style, like he's super cunning. And he looks like the villain now because we're on the outside.
You are totally right. And I really did not realize that whatsoever.
Yeah, we're watching Death Note, but from a third party.
Holy crap. I feel so different about the show now.
Right?
You're right. Metropoliman is just Light Yagami, but we're watching it from a different perspective.
Yeah, I mean,
we're watching it from the perspective of the people that he's shitting on.
Yes, I mean it's different motives. Where Light was like, gotta kill the bad people, where Metropoliman's like, I'm just gonna kill the other God candidates.
Yeah,
because he wants to be God. So it's different perspective, but it's essentially the same.
Yeah, we saw Light that get away from Light though.
Yeah, he went nuts. So,
and I feel like Metropoliman's kind of like low key kind of nuts.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, back to the episode itself. Pretty awesome battle. I'll say that.
I wasn't okay. So I for some reason, I really wasn't expecting the level of strategy and athletic ability from either of those two guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like Metropoliman, yeah, whatever. But like, I didn't think that they were gonna like fly up to him and trade angels and try to trick him into who has which arrow. Yeah. And I wasn't expecting like that level of like self-sacrifice. Like I'm gonna let him hit me with a white arrow. You hit him with the red arrow. Like I'll die, but you'll get you'll get him under your spell.
Mhm.
You know, like I wasn't expecting any of that, and I really wasn't expecting the fact that he can use a red arrow to defend from a white arrow.
Yeah, that's something that we learned this episode. That was pretty cool.
Which
And
is like, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
he's like super good with it too. He's like fend off, use it as a bat, but also use it as a bullet to shoot
Yeah.
white arrows. It's yeah.
It's like, where the heck did any of that come from? And why didn't either of us think of that at all?
The angels didn't even know. They were
Yeah,
like,
it's
"Oh,
true.
you can do that."
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's because it's for some reason, I guess, when these angels are introduced to the story as people who know the, they know the requirements to become a god candidate. And then you even have an angel of knowledge who supposedly knows everything. They don't ever introduce it as like something that can happen because, like, you're right, they don't even know. So us as the audience, we're just like, doesn't even right over the head,
Yep. I was getting a little annoyed at like, why are you using your red arrow as like a sword when you can just shoot it at him? But he kept charging at him with it.
That's a good question. Yeah. And he can use a white arrow too, right?
Yeah, but he won't because he's a bitch.
Yeah. But why wasn't he fighting with the white arrow? White on white white on white fighting crime. I'm just kidding. And then using the red arrow as like a means to shoot him,
Yeah, I don't know. Could have had two hands, one in each.
Maybe they didn't want to show him that he had that arrow because they wanted to, like, Metropolitan Man still doesn't know that he has the white arrow. So Monday he could still like whip it out and surprise him with it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was a cool battle sequence though.
It was.
Pretty cool animation. It was really intense. Like I was kind of on the edge of my seat for it. But fuck you for hesitating.
He hesitated to shoot him with a red arrow, Nick.
Yeah.
A red arrow.
Like his whole thing is like, I don't want to kill people, so I'm not gonna do it. But like you weren't gonna kill him with the red arrow.
It's like, what are you trying to accomplish here?
I don't know. I don't know. He hesitated because he saw his face.
He saw his face and he humanized him for some reason. And now he's like, oh my God, I can't hurt this man. It's like, dude, he just killed a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like he bombed the building. Like he wants to kill you and everyone that you're associated with. And like you can't, and you just had an all-out fight with him. The dude you're with just decided to self-sacrifice so you could hit him with a red arrow. Dude, he doubled akimboed him. He was like, bah, 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 bah. Yo, that was a double akimbo style with the pistol, bro. Like he was double triggering that John, both of them. And he looks him dead in the face and sees this light Yagami white hair. Like, dude, shoot him with the arrow.
It wouldn't have killed him. It was just a red arrow. Just would have solved all your problems. You wouldn't have killed him.
Yeah. Just shoot him with the fucking red arrow. I don't know.
Yeah, we get this quote from him. So like after the battle ends, they fly back to the house, and he's like hysterical, and we get this quote from him that like kind of sums up his whole character essentially, where his whole motivation is to find happiness, right?
Yeah, for sure. He's like,
I don't derive any joy from gaining something by hurting or killing someone else. That was what he said.
And I have something for that. I wrote something down in response to that. I think our characters lose sight of how they ended up within this situation to begin with. Okay. They were suicidal. He had jumped from the top of the building. You weren't looking for happiness prior to any of this shit. You had given up, right? And this is your second chance. Okay.
Yeah.
And Metropolitan Man just wants to fucking kill you and really ruin it for everybody. And you just can't hit him with a red arrow and make him infatuated with him. So you could just like manipulate him for 30 days, take all of his stuff, take his arrows, take it all from him, and then kick his ass to the curb with no angel. That's all you could do. You hit him with the red arrow. You say, hey, guess what? You're going to tell your God candidate you don't want to do this anymore. You're going to give your shit to me. Oh, he gives his shit to you. Oh, no more Angel. Oh, guess what? No more even though he's like an evil billionaire Batman fucking Metropolitan Man. So he has like whatever fucking, he could establish a bomb into a building and blow the fucking building up. So he's like obviously evil billionaire level money.
I don't like it is, Damien.
Dude, I don't. Yeah. And they have what? Another person that has a red arrow. Sakura could just shoot his ass with a red arrow. And that's what, 66 days of control?
Yep. A lot of flaws here.
What are we doing here? We weren't
Lot of
killing
flaws.
him. If it was like a white arrow and he hesitated with the white arrow, I would understand.
Yeah.
But the fact that he hesitated with a red arrow, that's a flaw, man. I don't know.
It's just, it pissed me off too. It pissed me off.
It's all I'm gonna say. It's all bullshit.
It really is. You did make me think of one thing where you're like, we got, those little cutscene things that are in between scenes, and it's like a bunch of words come up.
Yeah.
Like Death Note used to do.
Yeah.
It said a God candidate can give up their wings and their arrow back to their angel, but they'll die.
Yes.
So
that's true.
If he shot him with a red arrow and said, we're just gonna get him to give up his wings and his arrows, he's gonna die. So our MC is not gonna do that because he's not gonna try to kill. He doesn't want to kill him.
Yeah, you're right.
You just made me think of that, and because your plan is foolproof. Like that was it. That's all you had to do. You wouldn't have to kill him. He'd kill himself because he has to give up his stuff.
Yeah.
This show makes me really frustrated.
It does. This MRI is by far the most frustrating MC I think we've watched in the entire podcast.
I would think so too.
By far the most frustrating.
I think so too. It's now at a 4.5 on Crunchyroll. So
you're right. You said it keeps going down every week.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if it gets to a 4.4 next week because I'm pretty sure it was 4.6 last week.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It keeps going down. I wonder what it's at on my anime list. Should I check? I'm gonna check right now.
All right. I'm gonna get a drink of water.
Big old mug. 7.16 overall.
I feel like we had this. Did we talk about this last week? Where 7.1 is like a me. It's like a me anime, and
yeah, I would watch anything over a 7.
Yeah.
I would watch anything over a 6.5 if it was like a series that I was actually like interested in, like already invested in. Like I don't know. Like if 7 Deadly Sins was a 6.5, I would still watch it because it's 7 Deadly Sins, and that was one of the first ones that I've ever watched. But
yeah, slowly slogging my way through that. By the way,
are you serious?
Every 2 weeks, I'll be like, you know what? Let me watch an episode.
Okay, so you might not like this, but they turned episode 23. And 24 is the last episode, but 23 into 24, there's a movie that's manga canon that's actually the end. And 24 is actually just like the final wrap up of it all.
Why did they do that? Why do they do that?
I don't know. It's kind of dog shit. If you ever watched it to the end, let me know. I just finished it and I really kind of don't even remember what happened. Yeah. Oh, I do remember what happened. Never mind. If you ever want me to explain what happened in the movie, I had to think about it for a second. If you ever want me to explain what happened in the movie, it could have been super cool and it wasn't, and is disappointing. But
that's the whole show. Like ever since like after season 2, the whole show is this could have been great, but it wasn't.
Yeah, pretty much. It really could have been amazing. Yeah. Like the final season, 6.62 on my anime list.
I believe that. That's why I'm not like
I would
to watch it.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like you just want it to be good. That's the thing. It's just like you finishing it up and you're just like, oh my god, this could be so cool. And they just botch the animation. But the thing is about the movie is they put more emphasis and effort into the movie than they did the show. So episode 23, the animation's dog water, and then the movie's animation is like quality is like actually good. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but I would say it's better than the TV show. And then you go back to episode 24 and you're like, oh, this is shit.
Sounds about right. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
season 1 was so good of that show.
It was. There was so much mystery and like everyone was powerful. And now it's just like, oh no, like Bloody Ellie. Like you're just like, she has never done anything that involves her nickname to be Bloody fucking Ellie. All right. No, she's not some type of like evil demon killer that they dubbed her that name down in the demon race, you know? But apparently that's her nickname. That's what they call her by.
I am at the spot. The last episode I watched, King just like transformed.
Oh, you have so much more to go. What episode are you on? Hold on.
Like 6.
Yeah, 6 of 20. Yeah, I was gonna say you're in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, because it's hard for me to watch it because I'm so disappointed.
Dude, you have so much more to go. So much more. It's
I'll
crazy.
Talk to you in 2 years when I'm finished it.
Yeah, exactly. You just watch one episode a week, you'll be done, in half a year. It's how can I put this? Every time you think that it's over and they couldn't kick the dead horse anymore, they add another plot point that you're like, holy shit, why are you still doing this? Like, we could just end this right now if we wanted to. But they add so many, like, I just want you to, I don't want to say it because it's like, I don't want to spoil something that sucks because then you'll be like, now I really don't want to watch it. But
I have a 0.5 out of 10 motivation to watch it. So if you want to spoil it, go ahead.
No, I don't. I don't. I really don't.
Okay.
Because I know one day you might get through it. Maybe. Okay. But they are going to have a movie that's a spin-off movie.
Okay.
And it's the trailer's all in CGI.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. The Netflix original movie, it's all in CGI.
Huh. Tangent. Speaking of Netflix originals, didn't a live action Cowboy Bebop just come out?
It just dropped, yeah.
Did you ever watch Cowboy Bebop?
I've never seen the anime, so I'm hesitant to watch the live action first.
Yeah. I watched like half the anime and I gave up on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't like Cowboy Bebop, right?
It was boring. I understand the importance of it and where it comes from, but it was boring compared to the other things I was watching. So
it's boring, y'all. I don't know if that's forgivable or not. Is it?
It was, but I've heard that the live action's like great, which is surprising because live actions are never good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I hate like, how should I put this? I really don't like CGI in anime, and I really am not a big fan of live actions either. And some live actions apparently are pretty good, but some are not. It all depends on the context of the show, like if it requires, like, for example, Death Note's live action was ass.
Yeah, it was a completely different story too.
Yeah, so it was kind of like, this is no good. Full Metal Alchemist live action, not very good.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You want to see the dog Chimera girl? It's freaky, bro.
I'll Google it.
Hold on a second. This is out of pocket. I want to throw it up right now if I can.
Do it.
Edward. Oh, it's fucking freaky, bro. Oh my god, it's fucked.
That was freaky animated.
Dude, it was freaky animated. Oh my god, I remember watching the movie. He was in the corner and everything, bro. See if I can share my screen to you.
Oh.
Are you looking at it right now? This is the girl and the dog, right?
Yeah.
And then they just changed it, bro.
They captured it pretty well. I'll give them that.
Oh, dude, it is. I that I think is like top 10 freakiest things that like I had ever witnessed. I think like it was just like, bruh.
Man, yeah, I'm not a fan of live action either. I think Cowboy Bebop has a. It's not like there's not really a magic system. Like that's usually where things go awry.
Yeah,
Is
for sure.
Cowboy Bebop's like they have guns and it's like features based stuff.
But it's weird because like magic systems in other shows, movies work perfectly fine though. You know,
Yeah,
like Harry Potter, that works amazingly well. You know,
yeah.
like why can't magic work well in these other shows? I don't know.
I think I think any you'll love animes like Attack on Titan. We fucking love Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah,
And there is a live action Attack on Titan, and it's just never going to compare because
never.
it's written for the anime medium, where they
Yeah.
can do those things and fly around and it doesn't take a lot of work because it's animation, and then they try to make it in real life and it just doesn't work.
But like, what about Marvel movies? You know, where it's like it works really well and everything is pretty much CGI.
Yeah, budget. And it comes down
Budget,
to budget.
director, FX. I don't think these like studios necessarily have the money to do it like American Western studios do, which sucks.
No, because Marvel movies are like $1 billion movies.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you release a Marvel movie, you're making $1 billion. So
Yeah.
why not just, full send for it?
Maybe one day we'll get a good one. I want to know about your Naruto progress.
Okay, so you actually might not be happy with me. Um, so I'm gonna have to spill the beans. I knew I was gonna have to say it eventually here. Uh, Naruto's on pause for a little bit for the next 3 weeks. Essentially, what had happened is that a show that I really wanted to watch called Saint Seiya was or is on Netflix, right? It's 114 episodes long.
Mhm.
And I had it in my queue to watch way further down the line, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's leaving Netflix December 14th.
Oh.
So it's either, and I like checked if I can watch it on Crunchyroll and I can't. So it's like the only place I will be able to watch it is on Netflix before it leaves. So
Mhm.
I'm currently in the process of, while watching everything for the show and watching everything that's in the season, I'm also crushing 5 episodes a day of Saint Seiya just so I can finish it in time.
I don't know how you do it, man.
I don't remember anything. It's horrible. I don't know if it's because I had to stop working out for a little bit or I'm watching too much stuff or like literal brain rot. I'm not sure, but I don't remember shit anymore. So, yeah, I don't even know if I'll remember it. So who knows? We'll send. We'll see what happens.
If you were in the thick of it and not in fillers, I would be a little upset, but
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm in the filler. So yeah, no, if I was like still in the middle of like them trying to get Sasuke back, I definitely would not have stopped. But I'm in the middle of filler still, so it's kind of okay. But I really, no offense, want to get through the filler because there's only 2 more episodes of canon material left technically, and then we get into Shippuden, which I really, 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 really want to watch Shippuden.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, you do.
really, really want to watch it. So like it kind of pains me that I have to get through filler, which isn't a bad thing. Like filler's still fun. The story's really great. But like I kind of want to see them when they're older. I want to see them like this after this time skip. I want to see how they get Sasuke back. I want to see them fight the that's yeah, Akatsuki. Like I want to see them do all this. I want to see what happens
Mhm.
to everybody, Like they all probably are going to go on their own like little journey over this time skip.
Yeah, it's a decision you have to make, man. Do you want to watch
Yeah.
the fillers or not? I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. Um, but I also want you to have to go through the torture that I went through.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel you. But I also want to watch all the movies too. Like I want the full Naruto experience. And like even after watching the first movie, like yeah, the story was like non-canon, yet I'm over here complaining about having to watch filler. and the movies are filler besides the last one, I think, right? Maybe, I don't know. It was really cool to watch the movie. It was like, wow, I wish I was in 2005, fifth grade, and went to the movie theater and saw this movie in theaters.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Like seeing
That would've been
Squad
it.
7 in the theater hanging from the ceiling with their feet on the wall, like hanging upside down. Like I would love to have seen that
Yeah.
fifth grade Damien, you know?
Would have been awesome, man. The
Yeah.
glory days.
Precisely. It would have been cool. But
All right. Well, I understand. I won't ask you about Naruto for 3 weeks. It's okay.
that's okay. Yeah. So in 3 weeks' time, in the middle of December, before we go on our Christmas break, we will resume Naruto. And then it's fucking full steam ahead though. Like, don't get it twisted. Like once the Saint Seiya era 3 weeks is over, it's transition, boom, 5 episodes of Naruto every day.
That's what I want to hear, man.
That's what's gonna happen. For sure.
Nice. Yeah, I can't wait for you to get Shippuden too.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Oh, man. This is a good one, Damien.
It was. It was a great one,
episode.
actually.
It's a good one. I think it's time to wrap up though.
I think it is too. I think it's time for us to depart for the day. Everyone, thank you so much for coming to our show. This is our 52nd episode. We're your two wannabe weebs, where we detail the show's newest seasons and analysis of some old favorites. This is our 1 year anniversary. We're really happy that we made it to 1 year. And yeah, that's it.
That's it. Thanks for listening. And there's only one way to end this.
Peace out.
See ya.
Da-da-da-da.